It's been about 1.5 years since my last Super Mario 64 speedrun, and I've forgotten almost everything I've learned. It's almost like I would need to go back in time so that I could practice over and over again, which is why today I'm going to be speedrunning Super Mario 64's 16-star category, and each minute I get sent back in time and see if I can beat the game with anything close to a good time. So here's how this is going to work. I created a program that runs alongside the game and sets save states randomly at some point during each minute. And at the end of each minute, I get sent back to one of the previously generated save states. Rinse and repeat until you want to kill, and hopefully I'll manage to beat the game with a good time. Time started. If I can manage to do this in less than an hour, I am happy. I'm more than happy. I noticed a little skip there. Let's see if I can get Lakitu skip. I'm not gonna get it. I knew it. If I can get bomb clip. Not fast enough, and it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter. And almost instantly, we hit our first real setback. Myself. Sick. Okay. Where do we go? Where do we go? You see, I didn't put too much thought into the numbers behind how often and how far back the program would send me each time. The way to the start. All the way to the start. Bro, this is hurting me. Guess we get another chance for Lakitu skip. Oh, and we nail it. It's not like I had like almost 15 times to practice that already. 16 times. And I thought that a 33% chance to go back an additional save state for each new save state every minute was reasonable. It wasn't until about 10 minutes into my second attempt without getting past Bob-omb Battlefield that I began to think maybe I should lower the chances that I lose over a minute's worth of progress each and every minute. I might need to change the odds for the save states. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try the left side later, if I even get to it. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that justifies me going here, changing the odds it sends us back, because this is too much. I have it at 33%. We're changing it to go like 10 or something. I don't know. So I did, and now I can start going for the real sub 1 hour run. And instantly the game feels better. This game drives me insane. I won't have to see that cutscene in my dreams anymore. And to show how big the difference was, it took me 9 minutes to get my first star in my earlier runs, and I only managed to get into Whomp's Fortress once, but not before getting sent back into Bob-omb Battlefield. After making the change, I managed to get the first star in under 7 minutes, and actually managed to touch the tree in Whomp's Fortress. And I started feeling better about my chances of beating this challenge within the hour goal I set for myself. But that went away as the program had different plans, because I kept getting sent back to just after getting the first star in Bob-omb Battlefield after every reset, either because I would get sent back 2 states, or my next save would be so fast that I'd be losing all my progress for the minute. This got so bad that I didn't even make a single bit of progress for 7 whole minutes. And this is where I had to get involved to make things even worse, because after 1.5 years of not speedrunning this game, I forgot the setup for cannonless, and even the way to unlock the cannon. So I rely on a normally faster, but way more inconsistent setup based on Mario's foot placement. And the worst part about it is that it took me another 4 minutes to get cannonless. Got it? Got it? This game hates me. No? Really? You're gonna tell me that wasn't the setup? This game is so good. This game is so good. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, I definitely messed that up. Yeah. that one was me. That's me. Okay. And then my game reset again. I normally don't do this, but if you like the video so far, please consider subscribing. It helps a lot and lets me know that you want to see more of this. Bye. Love you. Bye. So now, with the confidence of having done it a few times throughout the stream, that's not going to get it. I decided to keep trying over and over and over again. I might actually private the stream. I might actually private the stream and then just try again later. Some other day. I don't know. This is actually infuriating. Why? Why? That was the setup. Yeah, I'm done. Bro, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Why did I not bother to even look up a backup? I know no other setup other than the toe right there. And it doesn't even work. That's not the right setup. If that works, yeah, if that worked, I'm mad. I'm actually mad if that worked. Okay, that setup didn't work. Gotta go a little closer. That should be good. That wasn't good. Oh, I love the hitboxes of everything in this game. I love the camera. I love Mario.
And right as I was ready to quit, I did it. It took me over 7 minutes and one impossibly lucky save state that allowed me to finally move on to the other easier stars in this level.
Reminded me, I am not doing Owless. This is like the one thing I can't do. Oh, wrong button. We have 3 stars, so we gotta fight King Womp again. You got me. I don't think I moved squares. We're actually moving forward. We got sent back to just the point after we beat Womp. Yes, we got the star. We got the star. Nice. 30 minutes in, get past Womp's Fortress. Ooh, this game hates me so much. It sent me there. I gotta do Owl again.
I only had to beat King Womp 3 times, climb the tower 6 times, and use the owl 3 times.
All right. I managed to get both the stars within the same save state. I actually did. That was actually probably one of the luckiest save states.
Before I was finally able to get into Cool Mountain just over 30 minutes in. And because the stars in this level are so easy, I was in and out in just over 3 minutes, even with a few mistakes.
Way too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast. Hi there. I killed your son. Hi there. I saved your son.
And now I reached the part of the game I was scared of before starting. Bowser in the Dark World. Now, for those of you that don't know, people recommend that new 16-star runners actively go out of their way to avoid collecting the red coins in this level, because the timing for getting a good cycle is ridiculously hard. But I don't like being told what to do, and it looks cool.
All me. That's all me. That's all me. I said if I was going to see it start flashing, I wasn't going to jump, and then I just jump. Go here, 3 presses. We missed the cycle. It's usually why I mess up.
Which is why it surprised me so much that it only took me about 4 minutes, and yes, that is still a lot, to get into the Bowser fight. That's only double what it took me on my last normal run. Only double. Beating Bowser was fairly easy, and the lucky save state helped a lot. But nothing stays good forever, which is why the game decided I needed to stay in Shifting Sandland for a little while. And again, I'll accept some of the blame for this. I messed up the route to get on top of the monolith a few times. But what wasn't my fault were the multiple save states being made just seconds after the last reset.
Like, bro, give me 10 seconds. 10. It gave me 8 there. It gave me 8 there, and most of the time was just playing back my death. Boing up.
This, alongside me not having any backups planned, besides getting the star on top of the pyramid.
Okay. At least we can get a star. Never mind. See? Oh no. Oh, I'm in the pyramid. I don't even know what to do in here. I don't do anything other than 16 star.
Meant that I was stuck here for over 13 minutes, alternating between getting Talon and the star on top of the pyramid, and dying when I had no other way out. And this destroyed any remaining chance I had of actually completing this in under 1 hour.
Nice. Oh, I finally got the star.
But finally, the bad luck on the resets ended, and I was actually able to keep the stars and move on. Lethal Lava Land is extremely easy as always. I only had to do that 3 times. And because I actually decided to use a controller this time instead of a mouse and keyboard, I actually had a pretty easy time in Hazy Maze Cave, despite all of the resets. I got pretty lucky with my resets while using MIPS, even though I struggled to get MIPS through the first door. And getting through the star door is always pretty easy. And so is Dire Dire Docks, even though the lag is very annoying. But Bowser in the Fire Sea is always where I get a little bit nervous, because I don't know if I can get back here if I get a game over. And I have a bad habit of jumping into the lava in this level. And in my opinion, this level has the hardest of the 3 Bowser fights. And on top of all that, I am doing all this with no extra lives because of my earlier mistakes. On the bright side, this level is pretty generous with the 1-ups, because it has 2 very easy ones in the path you have to go anyways.
On the lava. And here we are.
And I definitely needed it, because I ended up sliding into Bowser and dying. Like I said, this is, in my opinion, the hardest Bowser fight. I ended up having to beat him twice, because just after the mine blew up, the game sent me back to the start of the fight.
In the general direction. Nice. It's BLJs from this point on. Gotta go up, Mario Cam, back to Lakitu.
Now, I actually managed to get my BLJs on my first try, but I get sent back to just before I started my BLJs, and it takes me 3 minutes to just barely get enough speed to get past, only to get sent back once again. And this time, it only takes me 1 minute. And a similar thing happens with the Infinite Staircase. I just barely get enough speed to get past it 3 times.
We're finally in.
Now, I started this video with a half-joking setup about how I needed to time travel to practice, and I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that ended up being true. I felt more and more confident in my skills with every reset after Womp's Fortress. I'm now in the final level for real this time, and pretty quickly I am forced to make a choice, and I choose to go the safe route. While I was more confident in my skills, I was also constantly fighting an ever-increasing amount of frustration with how bad the run was actually going. And after at least trying every little trick during the run until I was certain that the fastest way forwards was the normal way, I just gave up, not even willing to try a moderately difficult triple jump dive. I was going to try the left side, and I just ended up going the normal way too.
I am just not confident enough to left side with my current skill level a year after my last run.
And it's not like I didn't even fail from time to time. I still ended up going through the normal route 10 times. But finally, I make it to the end, the final battle with Bowser. And I think after nearly 2 hours, the game decided to show me a little bit of mercy. I got a really lucky reset just as Bowser was done talking, so it didn't even matter that I missed the first 2 throws. I just got to start the fight over again. And this time, I didn't miss.
You gotta hit.
A bad throw after another lucky reset still gets Bowser closer to the mine, and I was able to get him on the second throw. And all that's left is one final throw, with 34 seconds before the next reset. And I throw an absolute stinker.
That was too weak.
I have enough time for one more throw, and I hit the mine. Bowser hits the floor with 1 second remaining, and the reset sends me back a staggering 2 seconds.
Stand in the middle with
Bowser falls to the ground for the second time. We hear his dying words and collect the
we're
star.
about to be done. 2 hours in. Done. 1:43:41. That's such a bad time. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be happy about this.
So I didn't get the sub 1 hour time that I wanted, and I was more relieved than I was happy at the fact that I finished. So, bye.
I am happy I didn't quit. It's gonna reset. I knew it.